Welcome to Ahawo African Fabrics. It's great to have you join us today as we continue speaking about our journey. Today, one of the most interesting things comes to mind as I reflect on the early days of Ahawo African Fabrics. One of the things that was core in my planning as I began was that it was necessary to register the business. It was necessary to create its own identity, so that then even when we grew or as we became bigger, we already started off from the hinge point of being separated as a business entity. Of course, this means many things. I had to think through what was the easiest form of registration I could use, and that saw me take up the sole proprietorship. Of course, that also means that there is no liability. The extent to which the business is owing, I am accountable for everything because it's a sole proprietorship. However, it's just divine providence. About 3 weeks ago, I joined a session and it was being offered by lawyers and experts in fashion and entertainment law. And one of the things they were talking about is incorporation. How do you set up the business, and just defining the different forms of incorporation. And thinking it through, they spoke about sole proprietorship, they spoke about partnership, they spoke about a limited liability company, they also spoke about unlimited liability companies. Now, these four all carry different legal implications, some requiring more to be done and greater adherences to government requirements, and some being fewer. I would invite you, as you set up your business, interrogate each of these four or others depending on your jurisdiction, and get to take the one that works for you best. You could start with a simpler one at the beginning, then transition into something more complex. But if you're able to start with a solid one that you will use all through, the better. Here's to you learning how to do well and start your business. Here's to you just thinking through that process of setup and ensuring it's well done. We are so glad to share our story with you and even connect you with the professionals where possible. Thanks for listening. It's Ahawo.